Spare me, Gareth. We got what we came for. This is what success looks like.
I won't see them tossed overboard. Not here. We'll hold a proper service.
What's-his-face and so-and-so would want us to get this ship sailing before all else. They died for those Godwoken, after all.
You know their names, Malady. Can't you even pay them that much respect?
Gareth inhales sharply, then catches you out of the corner of his eye and smiles, barely.
Our guest stirs. Welcome, Godwoken. Glad to see you safely aboard.
Very glad indeed.
Too many.
One too few, actually. Alexander, he's alive. Apparently, didn't hit hard enough.
He's in the hold below decks. Unconscious, but alive.
What could possibly be more urgent than getting this boat moving again? She's mute. We need to free her tongue.
This is barbarous magic.
Expedient magic, actually. The ship is made of live wood. It has the spirit of an elven ancestor tree within it. It seems Dallas has found a way to bind that spirit to her. That means only she can control it. Unless we can find a way to break the bond.
The Seekers, the survivors of us, have been combing the ship from bow to rudder. It hasn't been easy. This place is laced with dark magic.
These Seekers have such a limited skill set.
We lost a man in the search. Malady might not appreciate that, but I do. And I hope you do too.
I'm sure the Godwoken will be able to get the ship moving. They kind of like to feel useful, don't they? That's the spirit.
You made it, Godwoken. Good. Not all of us did, though. The sooner we leave this island behind us, the better.
Ah, there you are. High time to stop gallivanting. Off we go, then.
Driftwood, of course. Little Meister Siever's there too. She held the Seekers together when we had every reason to fall apart. I won't let the fallen be forgotten. I'd be to think that whelp spawned. He's down there. Amazing to think those of us in the Order once assumed the gods were with him, and only him. We must have the Seekers were once part of the... When Lucian died, we waited. Yet Alexander never rose to divinity. And then we started to find more like him. The Seekers were born. We found Godwoken, housed them, fed them. I loved them like... But let's leave the past in the past and...
He narrows his eyes, yet doesn't say anything.
Think of her as a teacher. The powers of the Seven stir in you. She'll reveal them to you. Show you how to manipulate them. She's not, well, not in the strictest sense. She's not exactly an elf either. Half demon, Meister Siever says, and I don't doubt it. I don't know how Siever came to know her, but Malady's a proper ally. She's not easy to like, but there are times I admire her coldness.
Gareth fingers the hilt of his blade.
Keep Lucian close.
Be careful around...
We have to find a way to get this ship moving. We can't let the Magisters catch up with us. We're too weak to fight them again.
Malady says if we can get the ship to move, we can go home.
All that fighting will be worth less than nothing if we can't get this tub moving.
Now is not the time for a bath.
I must say, you may not be an eternal, but you are certainly not as temporary as many of your fellows. Personally, I am just glad that I do not have to walk back to Reaper's Coast. Wind travel may be primitive, but it is at least efficient. Livewood? You have taken a dead elf and carved it into a pleasure. I knew you people were barbarians. Well, no matter. Whatever gets me to Reaper's Coast quickly. I have an excavation site to explore. The only treasure worth digging for. I was investigating a site where several artifacts of my people have been found. Some were even intact. Alas, I was not the only one there. Those red-robed idiots were scurrying about too, trampling precious clues under their ignorant boot. They caught me when I failed to correctly respond to their questions, and dragged me here. Still, it's good to be on the move again. Well, you see, I have a rather pressing engagement at the Black...
The skeleton breaks off mid-sentence as he notices your hand. He pulls out a notebook, flicking through it, running a finger down the pages.
Physical contact, voice lowered, coin looks. Good heavens. Is this a mating ritual? Why, that would be excellent! I have been curious about this for some time. The social interactions, the expectations, the mechanics. Come now, let's begin immediately. I shall compile my notes afterwards.
Fane grabs your hand and enthusiastically pulls you behind the screen.
Not a thing. This was a disappointment.
Well, that was most unusual. I mean, I had read all the leading authorities on it, but I didn't think... It's just... that thing you did with your tongue, it was quite unexpected. No, I must apologize if I am... well, if I wasn't... if I lacked experience. I thought I would rather enjoy it. It had been so built up in the books of your people. It's just that well, neither the warmth of your touch nor the fire of your passion. I may as well have been churning butter. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong, you were... It's just... well, now,
The skeleton pulls a notebook from his robes and starts scribbling. You can hear him muttering something about highly unorthodox. You ponder his words as you pick up the last of your belongings.
A team? You certainly seemed capable in Fort Joy, and a companion on Reaper's Coast could be quite educational. Very well. I believe you normally spit on your palms to seal agreements, but I seem to lack the fluid and the desire to touch you. I hope a hearty verbal agreement will suffice. Very well, let's be off.
I'd hide something important if I was a Magister.
The silent monk leans forward slightly and stares at you straight in the eyes. She seems eager for you to say something. As you approach, the silent monk puffs a bit of air from... As you approach,
Where would I hide something important if I was a Magister?
the door seems like any door, at least at first. Then you notice its unblemished wood. There is no knot, no scratch, no dent to detract from its apparent perfection. The wood groans and creaks. For a moment, you swear a face appears in the wood. A face tortured and tormented, a six-sided shape carved upon its forehead. The face vanishes. The door remains closed. The door remains unmarked. The anguished face appears, then vanishes. The door remains unmarked. The thud of your fist upon the wood resonates deeper than you'd expected it to. It turns into what's out. The door remains unmarked. The door stays
There's something to these doors I'm not seeing. But what?
Oh, hey. So, we've got quite the task on our hands, haven't we? I have to admit, the whole thing is very intriguing. The old band back together again, I guess that depends, doesn't it? Look at me.
Losa leans back slightly, thin arms crossed in front of her chest, and stares at you defiantly from dark eye sockets, darker and deeper set than when you first met. She blows back a lock of white hair, matted with sweat and grime, and holds back a smile from the corners of her...
But I'm not the same, am I? I want to make sure you understand, well, the risks. I can hear its thoughts. It isn't out for blood. It's out for pain. Domination. Total domination. I was wrong to think I could hold it off. I might hurt you. I might hurt anyone. Could you stop me? Really stop me, if it came to that? Fair enough, but I can't walk beside you then. I need more than a companion. I need... You let me know if you change your mind. Hey, if you're here to talk about traveling together again, my mind hasn't changed. Unless I can trust you to do what you really...
She grabs your hand.
Then the contract is sealed. Let's go, Chief.
Behind bars suits you, murdering scum.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
Can't you say anything else? Bloody Magisters. If it were up to me, you'd be swinging from the end of a rope, not locked up in here.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
You keep saying that.
I've spotted something.
The door seems like any door, at least at the wood the face vanishes. The word goes...
We've braved the joy, and I lust for further adventure. What say you? But you've still too many...
Pretty nice ship, eh? Captain Losa.
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion?
Oh, really?
We've braved the joy...
You're not quite certain you'll ever sleep soundly with Sabine in any sort of proximity, but at least she's on your side. The Seeker flexes her arms stiffly. Her joints audibly pop.
I owe you, Godwoken. Without your help, I'd likely still be a prisoner around here, not guarding Alexander the bloody Divine himself.
She nods her thanks and immediately winces, laying her hand on the back of her neck.
Good luck getting anything out of either of them. Our special guest is out cold, and the other one ain't in much of a talking mood. All right then, just... don't make me regret it. Hope you find something useful.
A young magister paces around the brig, fussing over Alexander's unconscious form. She leans over and applies a damp cloth to his brow. She notices you observing her. She straightens her back and sets her jaw in a defiant...
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance. That's all the information I'm giving to any of you lot, so stow your questions. Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the...
The Magister falls silent, but stares at you with unwavering defiance. The Magister's stare hard.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine...
If it were up to me,
Magister
you'd be
Ranley...
swinging from the end of a rope, not locked up in here.
Get away from him, sorcerer. That's the Divine. All right. Don't harm him. I'll be watching.
Bishop Alexander lies supine on a bare wire cot. Though unconscious, his eyes are only half closed. His swollen jaw hangs open at an odd angle. His face contorts with agony and his eyes flutter, yet he doesn't return to consciousness. No matter how loud you shout your questions, you get no response from the unconscious Alexander. Bruises swell beneath his eyes, and a shallow gash zigzags from his right ear down to his beardless cheek. Unconscious, he looks more boy than bishop. Someone has wiped the bishop's hands clean and folded them neatly over his abdomen. They rise and fall in shallow, jagged swell. A beautiful six-sided gem rests on the bishop's chest, hung round his neck by an ordinary oiled rope. The gem sits heavily in your pouch.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance. Enough! Magister Ranley,
You're here! Pretty nice boat, eh? We got an upgrade. There's got to be another way to get it going, but we can't find a way into Dallas's room. Maybe you can see something we can't.
The door remains unmarked. The anguished face appears once more. It dips its forehead towards you, and a shudder of pleasure racks the figure in the door. It seems to breathe. All of a sudden, all anguish is gone. It gives you the sternest of looks.
I am summoned. Speak the password. You've summoned me with the gem, indeed. Now, the password. Yes, and yes again.
Just one more moment, please.
He clicks together two halves of some type of gauntlet sitting in his lap and turns his full attention to you.
And there. Rescued at last, am I? To whom do I owe my thanks? Armor? Such a limiting word, but yes. It serves that purpose, amongst others. Dallas has been keeping me prisoner here. But I try to keep working on my own projects when I can. Despite what she did to me, I can't help but admire the woman a little. She's unwavering. She will break before she bends. If you cross paths with her, be sure to break her. I doubt you will get another chance. Dallas didn't tell me anything if she could avoid it. But I did overhear her practicing an ancient lizard dialect. Significant, perhaps? Lizards apparently have ancient magic that allows them to control slaves that bear their mark by singing a song. Dallas must have had an interest in those techniques. Took it? No, I made it! Have you seen the kind of metalwork the Magisters deploy? This is in a different class to them. As I said, the Magisters left me weakened. But this will help give me the strength to carry on my work. Dallas took a particular interest in me and my skills. I'm an expert in healing, crafting, and more arcane practices. She kept me here to do her bidding. Until you took her flagship from right under her nose, it seems. I've offered my services for gold in the past, yes. But my labors for Dallas were far from voluntary.
He extends his arm and pushes up the sleeve. Beneath, the skin is withered and discolored, as if it were magically decayed.
She used some form of domination device on me, forcing my hands to do her bidding, and I've ruined them in the process. Oh, cast spells, tinker with relics, meddle with the laws of nature. All the sorts of things power-hungry despots love to do. She had me enchanted Ed Cat over there, so it would seem alive.
He clicks the gauntlet into place around his withered forearm, his eyes on you the whole...
But that damn contraption that she used on me seems to have fogged my memory. The rest is a blur. Trust me, convenient is the last word I'd use to describe the experience. Pass me that copper wire there, would you?
He takes the copper with a nod of gratitude. His sleeve slips back, above his elbow. In its crook, you see part of a tattoo. A pattern of concentric circles rendered in black.
Perhaps my memory will come back with time. But for now, I'm afraid there's little more I can add. I'm doing my utmost to be civil to you, under rather trying circumstances. Why must you push me like this? I'm more than a sum of my parts friend, indeed. But I fear you might have come to the wrong calculation about me. How about you just let this matter rest?
If this one was enslaved by Dallas, then he could still be under her thrall. We can't risk keeping him around.
Let the creature live. He is hardly worth our time.
Anyone who faced enslavement deserves our sympathy, not our blades. Leave him.
He takes your hand in his gauntlet-clad fist and shakes it. There's a lot more power in his grip than his slender frame would suggest.
Call me Tarquin, and consider me at your service. There's likely not a soul aboard this ship without secrets they'd rather keep hidden. Why should I face more scrutiny than the rest? Well, pardon me if I don't put too much stock in your feelings. Knowledge, facts, discerning, educated opinions. That's where I put my faith in.
We're barely acquainted. Why should I tell you anything personal? Well, don't assume that you can drag me down with you.
What's this? I found something.
I'm a monster. I click and clack as I stalk my tail rattles like a snake. I suffer. Fie me miserable. No, 'tis ignoble to wish for death, but ask it from another's hand. Mumsy? Is she here? Mumsy, where are you? 'Tis I, Booply Bear. I am quite changed, but don't be frightened. You? She sent you?
The cat begins to purr and rub itself on...
Any friend to Mumsy is a friend to me. I believe the song is around here somewhere. Oh, I don't know. In the direction of over... As I said, not Mumsy. The song, of course. Trouble not my weary mind with...
The cat purrs.
Tell Mumsy to come back.
I'll yield to none.
Guards or victims?
Both, I fear. A pyramid? What on Rivalon is this for?
A teleporter pyramid. Only one way to find out if it works. Try using it.
Another pyramid.
You after something? Looking to I'm glad you decided to put that moment of doubt behind you. The last thing we need here is more unpleasant. There's likely not a soul aboard this ship without secrets. The unanswered questions are a challenge, I must admit. Despite what she did to me. So if you should cross paths again, be sure to leave her
You saw what I could not.
Companion you need, I can provide. Speak to me if you're looking for hired help. I've got good fighters of every stripe. Oh, I see you have a full
For security
expert warriors for hire, all seasoned in combat. They won't let you down.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
Read until the cage is locked again.
Bishop Alexander lies supine on a bare wire cot. The bishop's white robes are bruises swell. Someone has white.
Magister Ranley, Corker's
Bishop
mate
Alexander lies supine.
Lady Vengeance.
You keep saying...
The Seeker has removed.
You must be starved for company to linger around here, friend. Don't worry. As soon as she changes her tune, you'll know about it. We're a big bloody target on our backs. We took their leader and their flagship. The Hammer won't stand for that. She'll be hunting for us. I wish. No, the Magisters kept me chained to the bulkhead. Arms held above me head, feet barely able to touch the deck. Now my joints are paying the price. No, they had us down below, chained up in the dark. But the Reds were up to... Maybe it was just the lack of food and rest playing tricks. But I swear, you and half of Rivellon, friend. But no, he hasn't made a sound. He'll be in for a rude awakening when he does come to...
The Seeker throws a toxic look at the imprisoned.
Hardly. She's just some deckhand. If it were up to me, I'd tie her to the main mast and use her for arrow practice.
Did you hear? We're bringing you to Meister Siva, the head of the Seekers. If...
As you approach, the silent monk puffs a bit of air from... The silent monk...
Melody says if we can get the ship to move...
Still found no...
Junk.
Ah, my favorite godless wolf. Indeed? Excellent. You've shown some ingenuity. Now show me more, and search every corner of those quarters. There must be a way to control this ship tucked away somewhere. This is Dallas's ship, but she can't have been the only one who could get it moving. There's a way to move this ship on board, I'm sure of it. You'd be surprised. A ship like this holds many secrets. Hopefully you can discover some these seekers might have missed. The figurehead has certainly caused a commotion lately. But then again, so have the doors downstairs. Everywhere you look, a hunk of wood looking to incinerate or stymie you. Please don't.
Our entire mission will have been for nothing.
Doing? You creatures with your legs and arms and your opposable thumbs. You always want to steer the ship. You need to trust the ship. It knows what it's doing. It dances to the tune. It goes... la 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 la. Or something like that. It's pretty catchy, but I can't remember how it goes. Good thing Dallas had that book, eh? Oh, she opened it and looked at the marks on the inside. All right. Go to the nose bit of the ship, open the book, look at the markings inside it, sing the song. That's it. Get it? That's always entertaining for me anyway.
for more. Who could blame you?
Hope you find something useful.
For secure.
You after something?
What script is this? Whatever it is, it appears to be written in verse.
Allies for hire. I've got sword fighters.
Quite right. Do seek my counsel. I highly recommend it.
If the price is right.
I'll keep an eye on the red until the cage is locked again. I ought to chain you up like you lot did to me.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine
Bishop
Eminence.
Alexander lies supine on a bare...
Enough!
Magister Ranley.
Being behind bars suits you, murderers.
The Seeker has removed one of her...
You must be starved for company to linger around here, friend. You and half of Rivellon, friend.
There you are. I was just thinking of you. Naughty lizards. Then I suppose that rune on the figurehead was a slave scar. This tome must be the song that controls it. Well done. Go on then. Sing it to the figurehead and get her to sail.
Her eyes suddenly flash a bright red.
Please spare me. If you want me to spare you, we need to move. Don't mistake me, Godwoken. The Order is coming, and they're coming for you. Sing the song, take control of the ship, or die.
What did I do to deserve that?
Yikes. What did I do to deserve that?
Be careful around the
Before you is a towering figurehead carved in the likeness of a dragon. It looms over the bow, its fangs bared at the open sea. The deck beneath you groans and trembles, like the ship itself is awaking from a slumber. A deep sigh emerges, unmistakably the sound of a living being.
You are not the witch. You are not Dallas. You sang the song. Now you must decide my fate. Are you to be my new master? You are kind, but I can never be free again. Not truly. I am a vessel and must be guided. Let me take you wherever you wish. We can depart as soon as you are ready. Ask. I am here to serve in all ways.
The sails overhead billow outwards suddenly. The sun is blocked, momentarily casting the dragon figurehead into shadow.
Majesties, they razed sacred elven lands and uprooted ancestor trees from the earth. I was one of them. They tore me apart and turned me into this monstrosity.
The creaking of the ship eases into a contemplative silence.
Once, I was an elf. I passed away and was reborn as an ancestor tree. In a beautiful forest surrounded by kin of both flesh and root. But that time has passed. I saw that forest reduced to a dead place. Then I was taken away. My memories were lost, like the leaves from my branches. Of course. Wherever there is sea, I will endeavor to bring you. Consult with your companions and set a course.
The ship's awake. Good. Is she ready to sail?
A slow, toothless smile stretches across her face.
To driftwood, then.
There is no time to spare. We have to put this island behind us.
It most certainly. Forward.
With the sun on their backs and the wind in their sails, the Godwoken watched Fort Joy shrink behind them. But their capture of the Lady Vengeance had not gone unnoticed.
I respect your mettle, sorcerers. You steal my ship, kill my bishop, and ally with demons. But you have no idea what you're really...
We are ready.
Yes, but are they...
I swear, mistress. I swear they'll perform admirably.
Very well. Show me. Goodbye, sorcerers. This is my ship. I won't see it taken from under my feet. You act!
Oh, for the love of the fool. Listen up. We can't win this one, but I can get us to safety. You'll need to buy me time. Show us what you can do, Godwoken.
Godwoken? Parasites, rather.
I'll take care of it, mistress.
Stop that house! That sorcery must be silenced!
You will not take me again, Dallas.
can't contain it for long.
With the help of the half-demon malady, the God-Woken escaped through the veil that separates life from death.
The air here has a familiar smell, like the smell grows stronger. It closes in around you, creeping into your nostrils, through your lips. Then, suddenly vanishes. Now you smell only the faint scent of wood and a cold metallic tang, as yet unfamiliar.